talked about him 5 times. We'll go over the rest.
Satanic. Yeah.
I mean, I got a couple heroes. Let's see. As we have a pause, you want to check on the lights?
Let's take a look. I don't see 33 back there.
Well, yesterday when PVISION did have a pause early on, there's some other things that happened into a 30-minute pause.
True. That was quite a while.
Oh, we're back in the game. No, so let's have a look at the drafts. There's a lot of cool things that did happen. So you had a first pick Doom that then got very quickly degraded by PVISION into a lower and lower priority when it came to their roles. So it is going to be a +4 9-class Doom. Not something you see too often. Two of the heroes that I'm actually excited for is the +5 Marana. Not a hero you see too often at the moment, but I still think it is very, very strong. A very age-old counter to the Venomancer, so you can still maneuver around the map. As Liquid are currently quite active, and they do have a good ward that is currently spotting out the PVISION squad.
Talk to me about the Bananamancer.
The Bananamancer.
Saberlight.
It's good because that was going to be the other hero I want to talk about. It is a very good answer when it comes to Doom, and it's something that Liquid have used before against this hero. And Saberlight, honestly, he is one of the best Venomancers you have. You have to be a big, big nerd to be a Venomancer player. But the hero's quite strong, and I've seen different builds. This is one of them. You do your Urn into Vessel, into the Hurricane Pike later. You want to stack up a lot of debuffs on your opponents, click them down. So, and he's matching up and laning with the Marcy, so I feel like Saberlight should have a pretty good time.
Okay. Looks like no fights will break out, so each respective team, who are, I believe, both 2-0 in terms of games so far, both tied for first in their group.
Yep.
So similar circumstances to the last series we just cast. If a team can 2-0 here, they will be in extremely good position to get first place in the group stage, which of course means you skip the next stage entirely.
Yeah, which is pretty nice. Then this mid matchup, Flash against the Storm, both of them should be pretty happy when it comes to the overall game. I think they both rely a little bit on their teammates as well and being able to play forward later on, but I expect both Nisha and No One to have a pretty good laning stage for themselves.
No One, of course, we talked about ad nauseum yesterday, just being one of these. We couldn't even think of another person that has had such a drop-off after huge success for so many years and then re-emerges as basically the same beast he was.
Yeah, no, this guy
crazy.
That's a weird Iron Show. I guess he wanted to pull the wave as 9-class in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah, attempting to TP out. If he goes down here, he will. First blood for Mickey, and now he has to make the walk of shame. That is pretty disastrous, although DM is going to be kind of happy, low-key, to get so
I mean, he'll get some soul. He'll be fine if he can keep the creeps here. I mean, I will say, just to go back to the draft, so of course the Doom, it kept getting degraded by PVISION, but he's a very weak laner, and Liquid did, they took perfect use of this, because Disruptor, he kind of abuses weak +4s so damn hard. You play aggressive on them, they can't really fight you back, which means you have to run away. Well, what do you know? You're going to get glimpsed straight back into Mickey's face. So, very good start for them in this lane.
Gale connects from Saberlight. Ducalis will just leap to the other side, though.
Yeah. Another thing we can pay attention to is what and how Saberlight will scale. Because TB used to be a counter against Veno in many ways, but especially because in the laning stage, he reflects your Poison Sting on you, which honestly, it's painful. So he might just hold some skill points, maybe get some second level Gale or level in the wards.
Okay. Glimpse onto DM, but no worse for wear. 9-class finally makes it back to the lane, still only level 1 with the Ion Shell applied now.
PVISION's lane isn't too strong early on.
I'm not going to lie, when the draft was happening, I was actually very disappointed that it wasn't support Terrorblade for 9-class.
I mean, that's the one you like to talk about, yeah.
The armlet plays, oh man. I don't think I've seen it actually work is the issue. But
they did do pretty well with it in 1 or 2 games. The best thing he gave me is funny clips. He would blink in with his armlet, and then there's I don't know, some Radiance Burn or a Venom Ward that takes him once and he's just dead.
Yeah, very unfortunate. I guess it is harder to pull that off against a Venom in general. If you get Poison Sting at any point, then it's over.
You're straight dying.
Yeah, Valorant players agree with that as well.
They like the Venomancer.
Yeah, that does make sense, actually.
Yep.
That really makes a lot of sense. Anybody that gets that loud, they're Venomancer players.
They are.
And when it comes all down to it, Saberlight getting harassed out. I mean, that reflection.
I will say all in all that both teams did obviously kind of get what they want out of the draft, and Liquid always want to play aggressive and into your face, but I feel like PVISION, they're kind of, I would say that their setup a bit more nicely. It's a very good TB game, at least to me, and it's also a very good Storm Spray game. So for me, I'm paying a lot of attention to the lanes and how Liquid can get out of them, and really how much Nisha can do on this last pick Leshrac. Because for me, he has to come in kind of clutch in this game.
And it feels like the Marcy in that lane, I don't know what they can even accomplish. Against the Mirana, can just leap away. Terrorblade is going to be fairly tanky. Yeah. Do you think there's any kill potential for Liquid in that top lane at all?
No, there is, but they need to set it up. Mirana, like you're saying, it's a very hard kill, which means Satanic is likely the one you do want to pressure first. They did just get the Urn. They have Rebound. What is this TP?
All right. Well, we just talked about it, and Satanic's just going to die. Oh. Boxy gets credit for that one.
That's a rare mistake.
And Satanic will have to walk his way back to lane, the old-fashioned way as well.
I mean, maybe he didn't expect the rebound, because I believe Boxy had showed him both the bodyguard and the dispose, but still, that's a huge kill.
Yeah, the way that I was envisioning is you have to rebound to get into position to be able to try to pull something like that off, but
because honestly, that is
just save it there.
Yeah, that's a big deal, because not just did you die while TPing out, you gave Saberlight 2 fresh Urn charges. He literally just got it before the kill. Stacking up the dots.
Yeah, rebound hits in the tree, disposed to finish the job. Boxy owning right now. It's because he has the hood and the sunglasses.
As
33
always.
Can probably learn a bit from Boxy here.
That's true, actually. Why doesn't he just do the Darth Vader?
Is that what that is?
I think so.
Okay, I like that.
That's what I like to call it.
The Darth Vader look.
Yeah, it's good.
Does sound pretty hype.
Yeah, it is hype. Let's see. As Satanic did make his way back into the top lane.
Saberlight level 4.
That's a big deal. And like I mentioned before, I like that he doesn't have a point in Poison Sting. It kind of just goes back against you.
Oh, you can use Gale to dispose. Will help him out. Saberlight's just getting destroyed. My goodness. Boxy, though, he's turned into the real carry of this lane. He gets the kill onto Satanic. So I mean, Boxy's going to be happy about it. Saberlight's like, I guess you're the carry?
I mean, Boxy's I mean, to be fair, I feel like kind of everyone is a winner. You know, Satanic, sure, he gets to respawn, he'll go back top. The only problem is that for him, this lane control is not great, and I feel like they kind of used this meta to deal with the 5-minute siege creep, which obviously with him dying so quickly, they did not.
Yeah, we're giving Satanic so much praise early on. Oh yeah, that's a really early rotation. Gale hits actually blocks him in as well. Mickey with the Stormhammer, rebound to follow. Satanic's game feels ruined.
It feels really bad. By the way, they did have a ward. Ducales, you know, he had an idea that maybe that's going to be some.
This is big too. Glimpse onto Noah, not level 6 yet. He's dead. TP from 9 class. That's a support Doom.
Well, he's just leeching XP.
Yeah, he might be dying. Pulse Nova will continue from Nisha. Out of mana now, though.
Got the region rune running.
Another Thunder Strike applied as Boxy's going to apply a little bit of pressure on the other side as well. In 9 class, there's another glimpse.
There we go.
And that is a kill for Insania. And Ducales is going to likely drop here if he's not careful. Under the tower will be fine.
This game's amazing. 7-1. Just good moves. Like, they catch no one before he gets level 6. That must have been quite close, because Nisha was just about there. Oh yeah, you are running into big trouble here on PVISION. You're fully zoned out of your top lane.
Ducales. They end up finding him. Rebound, glimpse, a little awkward. Saberlight gets the kill nonetheless.
All right, so you're losing your tier 1. You've been kicked out of bottom. You've been kind of kicked out of mid, which means PVISION gonna have to look to stabilize a bit and then look for a way to fight back, maybe with some Darkseer levels and Storm.
Oh my god, this is 7 minutes in the game. Satanic level 4 in the jungle. That is as bad as it gets.
And this doesn't happen a lot, because you need to get bodied really hard for this to be the case.
I feel like I've never seen Satanic get shut down this early, this fast. The question is, can he bounce back in the game? As no one glimpsed, does have the level 6. Will have to expend all his mana just to retreat.
Yeah, he'll be fine, but still annoying. So they did lose their tier 1 tower top. They are now losing their tier 1 tower mid. And how about the first active rune? No one would like to get his hands on it. I don't know if he'll be back in time.
One hero we haven't talked about is the Mirana pick. Can you just tell me why? Typically there is a setup stun for his 9 class, still level 4. Will get gone on and will die. Question is, who will get the kill? Boxy's actually kind of blocking Mickey.
Oh, they're on Nisha.
Yeah, Nisha all alone in a 1 versus 3. This is a big kill for PVISION. They successfully get what they came for. Rebound, though, does ensure that Mickey gets this last hit.
It's a good play from PVISION to bring the Darkseer into the mid lane, because he's way stronger than the Doom, so Nineclass gets to recover. But to go back to the Mirana, I mean, you have Storm combo. Obviously, it's maybe not the easiest setup, but they're going to hit the zip, you know, into the pull arrow. But just overall, Moonlight Shadow, when it comes to Veno, as there might be more important things to talk about here, Shannon.
Satanic, Noxious Plague applied. He's not even level 6 anyway. Saberlight actually going to backtrack a bit. Insania here for moral support. 9 class.
Glimpse into
the
wards.
area as well. Gets glimpsed back. Satanic dead again to Saberlight. Insania might trade his life for it, but well worth as long as Saberlight can get away. As Ducalis, you have to be a bit careful there.
Down bottom,
As a rebound into just right clicks. Nisha with the kill onto DM, and now they're going to get a tier 1 tower on top of that. Liquid are owning right now.
And this is an absolute bloodbath. And I love how Liquid are moving like the heroes around the map. I've said it in other games, but the best teams will use only like the perfect amount of heroes to apply pressure. They use Saberlight and Insania in the enemy jungle. In the meantime, in the safe lane, you are not safe here if you're PVISION. You're still getting dove under your tier 1 tower. But yeah, the Mirana, you're good in lane against the Veno. You're supposed to be, and you have the Moonlight Shadow around the mid game to get through the Veno wards. That's like the biggest idea.
Okay. My brain can't handle that. I like stun into arrow.
Okay, arrow
Electric
stun.
Vortex is not, you know, feels like you're pulling them in, so you could miss it.
No, come on. You can hit it. They're professional gamers. Debatable, I guess.
Well, considering what we've seen Ducalis eat recently, I'm not sure that that's the biggest strength.
Nutrition doesn't truly decide whether you're a pro player or not. Luckily.
That's true.
Luckily for them.
Yeah.
This is a sub 10-minute Blink Dagger on Nisha. And these are some of the best supports to be ahead in the game. Marcy, you want to move forward, you want to bring people in, you want to find the opponents. Same with Disruptor. Like, you couldn't ask for a better Disruptor game. You're up 5k gold at minute 10.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that for sure. No one forced out of the jungle. Rotation from Liquid. Getting some very valuable D wards. They can just take control of this whole area now, it feels like. And Ducalis is going to get glimpsed. And yeah, the glimpse has set up several kills now in this game. So Insania pretty much all over the place. Shield Rune available for Nisha in that bottle.
Definitely will continue to set up more kills, as it's now a 6k lead within 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a shellacking.
It's been a while since I've seen like two of what I would say, you know, two of like the top 3, top 4 best teams, depending on how people want to rank them, to be playing and one team having a 6k lead at minute 10. Very unusual.
It is.
It is.
It is. Correct. 9 class going to smoke up. Nisha is going to pop it. 9 class finally level 6, so has the Doom at the disposal. They're going to get the glimpse onto 9 class. Can he get anything off? Absolutely not. Liquid were ready. And that just breaks everything up for PVISION.
Yeah, that was even their own like move to try and do something. Well, so when you're at this stage, if you're PVISION, usually the best thing to do is that you push out the side lanes and you try to aggress one that is overplaying, which Saberlight, he's certainly playing into that one.
Yeah, this would be a very valuable kill for PVISION. Yep. And they get it.
It's a good one. It's what they kind of need. Because sure, even if you're up a lot of gold, you cannot control every area of the map. Which means PVISION going to have to try and push out the side lanes and split up Liquid a little bit to fight back. We do hear Moonlight Shadow, so Ducalis and the gang are trying to like invade on the active rune here.
Now, Boxy's neutral plus Unleash sounds pretty disgusting.
Good. No, it's really incredible. It's like the best one with Spark of Courage that I would say you can get on the Marcy as Ducalis. Taking a little bit of damage.
And 9 class just itching to use his ultimate. He's going to be blocked. He's going to die again. My goodness. Liquid just on top of everything. Ducalis, the leap not successful. And the other one even more so not successful. Double kill for Nisha. PVISION just falling apart at the seams.
This is a big old stomping. I like that Saberlight is tipping Ducalis. I would like to point out that in the most recent online tournament.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Ducalis like altered it and said, chill, you will lose 3-2. Yep. Ended up losing 3-0.
Yeah, and then at the end of the game, just to, you know, elaborate here.
Okay, you wanna...
after losing, he wrote, still bot. So... very stubborn to the end.
It's kind of funny when you call the guy who beat you 3-0 bot. What are you?
That's true.
Anyway, we'll get back into the game. As Liquid, I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say. They're absolutely dismantling them.
Radiant are scanning.
Satanic's game is just horrific. I can't remember the last time I've seen him in this type of a scenario. Still working on the Manta at the moment.
I mean, certainly what PVISION have to try and kind of fall back to is the fact that they have very good, like, ghost push. You know, they have good setups to put the map in a state that they want. You have TB illusions, you have iron shells, you have mobile heroes to, like, go around. You've got the Moonlight Shadow. Looks like Ducalis, he wants to protect his Wisdom Shrine. Did set up an Obstinate Sentry on the high ground. But if Liquid bring their heroes, you're not fighting this one. You have to give it up.
And a glimpse into the Static Storm. DM stuck in there for now. Stormhammer, Mickey's going to pop the ult. There's the Gale. That is an easy kill onto DM. Ducalis as well on their list. 17-4. Another tip for Ducalis from the bot. Saberlight.
That's kind of funny. To be fair, Veno, I mean, would you consider Veno a bot hero?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
no
makes
one.
sense. Gonna dodge that one, but we've got a haste rune on Nisha, so he doesn't really care. Nisha's got a blood grenade in his quick buy. I like that.
Yeah, very hype.
Keep it up.
I mean, if this was Aurora on Liquid side, I'd say there's a chance for PV. They always have the opportunity to throw, but Liquid do feel like when they have a lead like this, they don't let it get away from them.
Well, the thing is, at this stage, they also have a lead very often. They play very fast. They know what to do with it. I like their itemization. You've got the double blink coming out on your Lesh and Sven. When the enemy team is down so much, you want to be able to go close the gap on the map. So you've got that on Mickey. You have a pipe queued up on Saberlight to, like, help you out with some of the future team fights. And you've got a Halberd on the Darkseer. It doesn't really change anything. Sure, you can throw it on Mickey for a couple seconds, and that's about it.
Yeah, and then once he gets BKB, you can just ignore it.
Yep. I mean, PVISION, they need more time. The only thing that they really have in their arsenal is to push out the map and then look for a pickoff with Moonlight Shadow or a smoke. And, I mean, just throw the Doom on someone, get a kill, fall back, and go back to farming. Whereas Liquid, complete opposite. Go on anyone, anywhere, and kill them.
Now Ducalis.
See ya.
He can't get away from Liquid. For calling them bots is now feeding relentlessly. That's all part of his master plan.
It will come back later. He's playing the long con channel. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, 9 class.
Attempting to TP will be fine.
He's queuing up the Blade Mail, which, yeah, maybe that's the most damage you can deal. It's the damage they're dealing to you. See, Mr. Boxy.
Do we know anything about the reason he wasn't a big fan of them?
These guys just tip each other. And
is it
pubs.
just, yeah, it's just a pub thing then.
I feel like people also, for some reason, even years ago, hated on Saberlight, and maybe that just carried on. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
About the lore, we'll have to get Purge on the case, of course, to ask.
Yep. I mean, Saberlight would actually tell us if there was something.
Oh, he would tell us.
Like, I feel like anybody else would just shut down the question entirely. Yeah. So let's make sure we get Saberlight on.
He will double down on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I feel like the changes to Halberd, by the way, where you can now afford it really early.
Yeah.
It was picked up quite a bit early on, and now we're not really seeing it as often.
Yeah, but also the thing was, so it built out of Vanguard, which made it really strong.
Yeah.
So they had to nerf Vanguard, then nerf Halberd in terms of both times the cost, and then they also made Halberd dispellable. So I feel like they put it in the right place.
So you want it to be garbage?
No, I think it's fine now.
You think it's fine? I mean, we've seen it once since we've started.
Not every. We don't need to see every item every game.
I'm not saying every game, but I think
it could receive a little nudge of a buff.
I feel like it could use a buff for sure. It's Mickey. We'll be using that ult to pressure the tier 2 as Satanic is dead. Goodbye, good sir. Arrow does hit from Ducalis.
9 classes here.
That's what he was planning all along. That one arrow. As 9 class spotted, Dust dead. Mickey with a double. Actually TPing, wants to pressure even more as no one is going to show himself despite being Moonlight Shadowed. The zip away should be fine. Oh, that was actually pretty close.
Should be all right. He's got enough mana. We'll take a cleave to the face. I mean, they've got a ward on the left side, but he will wisely just fully retreat to the base. Whereas Boxy's chasing Ducalis.
Oh, dispose at just the right time from the bot, a.k.a. Boxy. I don't think they have any tips left for Ducalis.
Oh, they do. It's only Saberlight who threw out 2.
I see.
But then the question is also, do you feel like Ducalis called them all bots? Or maybe it's only to Saberline?
That's a good question. I guess we can have
Also
Purge as a follow-up question. Just keep adding on to this list for interviews from Purge, who will definitely be ignoring what we're saying.
Yeah, he's
anyway.
definitely listening.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've got very good wards when it comes to Liquid. They didn't clear a tier 2 yet. It definitely does help your progression like throughout the map, because it means that you get to take over the enemy outpost, so you can like go to the other side and still have access to TP over. I mean, I think what DM is doing is the correct thing, by the way. This might look sus, but it's the best place to farm. When you're far behind, the enemy team is going to be on your side, not on their own.
Yep, he's going right into Mickey in just a moment, though, as
he's
Ducalis
fine.
spotted again. Yeah, he has the surge, so Ducalis.
Well, Mickey is probably asking for a TP, because he can cancel it for now.
And the wall will slow him down briefly, and the tree.
Oh.
TP, Stormhammer is there. They had Glimpse as well. Anyway, DM does have surge.
Oh, Halberd, look at it.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's real juicy.
Oh, Cleave.
Has the blink, Mickey. Another kill to his name. 23-4 Liquid.
He has a BKB. Guys, come on.
Yeah, he's a bit farmed.
This is a 19-minute mom echo safer blink BKB Sven.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Hey, yeah. Classic 670 GPM
It feels
at 19
like
minutes.
the bots have they've increased the difficulty level to hardcore.
They're playing.
Ducalis, I think you need to put them on easy mode if you want to try to win.
Now, these are ultra level bots, I think.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Dire's bottom tower is under
BKB now for Nisha as well.
Radiant's top tower.
You can't really kill them. Like, PVISION, what they need to look for is to strike in a way where Liquid are not together. Drop the Doom, jump in, die on Doom.
Yep, he will be dying.
To be fair, he has high levels Devour with the facet where he has 2 charges, so maybe 9 class can gear up for the late game.
Yep, just gotta eat those creeps.
Fortified.
Satanic.
It's got Manta.
On the Tormy. They're actually gonna go for this? Okay.
Yeah, of course. That would be pretty good.
Ducalis, that's the second arrow of the game. This time on the stationary target.
We'll hit it.
They're getting pretty low.
They have stick on TV.
Okay.
Yep, we're good.
Dire's bottom tower.
9 class with the shard, so healing up with Scorched Earth, not the greatest.
Not really, because he...
Satanic,
Sunder!
Sunder, he does get it onto Nisha. The BKB is popped, no one. Completely out of mana now as he zips to the north. Ducalis, or Insania actually drops here, but no one. Found eventually by Nisha. Has 3 dead for PVISION.
Yep. At least they did get the Torm, so like to take it away from Liquid, but the Doom Shard at least useless kind of for now. That was Nisha's BKB
It's a
expanded.
pretty underwhelming shard in general,
It really
regardless
is.
of role.
The only, like, Liquid are up 10k and they have full control of this game, but I will say that PVISION are getting some things that will help them with the state of the map. You have the Shard on TB, you have Mant on him as well, and higher levels on the Illusions. So in order for them, it's still the same. PVISION need to try and slow down the map and the game as much as possible, get that ghost push going.
The lead hasn't
stall.
really grown too much.
That is
It's been
true.
10k first, kind of halted a bit.
They
Silver linings right
they
now.
have figured out how the bots play.
Yeah, that's right. That's important. I mean, OpenAI did it, so why not? Ducalis and
Manta
company.
dodge.
Okay.
Very impressive.
Dire's top
Oh, you dodged the Stormhammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't do that.
No, definitely not. That is way too difficult. Hardcore mode for the bots. Still enabled, it seems.
Radiant's bottom
Okay,
tower.
Harpoon on the way, so has that extra catch.
I like that Boxy's here. Like you cannot give any space to PVISION on the side. As we can see, all the tier 1s are very healthy. Any of these tier 1s dying would give a lot of space to them. And at the same time, Liquid should be looking to migrate like more towards the enemy triangle. Saberlight, he's pinging it. They did take the top tier 2. It's going to allow them to take the outpost. And it's going to be even harder for PVISION to play around the map.
Oh,
That class,
yep, he got the Devour off, though. That's important.
that's very nice.
That's more important than the death, at this stage of the game, at least.
Well, he's got the Blade Mail now. Just in time for Nisha's BKB.
Yep, perfect. Don't think we've seen Doom cast, correct?
We have not.
It's been...
He tried earlier on Nisha, but he just
Yeah.
walked away from him because he's way faster.
And the animation is a bit long. Got to move those arms up.
Yep. Do have a couple of good wards from Liquid. I do like this one in the top lane that will see people from PVISION walk out. wouldn't be surprised if they start putting one out somewhere in like the bottom side, like either in the enemy where the Radiant Shrine is, or in their own jungle even, because DM, I mean, he's back to basics.
Feels like he's been here for quite a while.
Yeah, can't blame him.
And believe it or not, this is the first Roche attempt of the game. Don't exactly have the best lineup for it.
Very nice view.
That Veno set is awesome, by the way.
I agree.
That is sick.
People hate on Veno way too much.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, they do. Everyone hates Venomancer.
Yeah, of course.
I don't.
Well, you're not a normal human being.
I appreciate it.
Definitely not a
You
compliment.
definitely are.
I have a similar...
I'm going to stop you there.
Yeah, probably shouldn't go any further.
Yeah. Well, so they've got Aegis available on Nisha. Does make sense. Not the best on Sven. I mean, Boxy's even buying a Crimson Guard. I like it. Like, when you're up this far, you kind of want to itemize in a way where the enemy just has no way of coming back. I think them combining the Crimson with the pipe later just means the one thing that PVISION are like kind of gearing up for, that you can fight into it.
Moonlight Shadow from PVISION.
Well, he's got Aegis and Shield Rune.
Yeah.
Do we want to touch him? I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it. Trying to find a different target, but now majority of Liquid have amalgamated in the mid lane.
Saberlight is pinging the bottom tier 3 tower. That is what he wants.
Feels like another situation where the push in terms of tower, not great outside of Sven ult. But with this kind of a lead, maybe not even needed. He's going to jump right in. Satanic is dead right away. Has buyback. As the BKB now runs out for Mickey. This is going to be a land. They just called GG. My goodness. This was a shellacking and a half.
That was a
very demoralizing for PVISION.
I mean, that was ultra ownage for sure. I would say it is not the hardest one to kind of reset from, even if it looks like really like badly in terms of what happened.
Yeah.
I think you can chalk
beautiful,
it.
Beautiful man. Love him. Love his gameplay. So happy that he's found success again.
I mean, when you look at like some of the matchups, PL is one of the best when it comes to being against TA. At least it used to be. Of course, you can itemize, you know, with your Mjolnir and stuff like that. I mean, PVISION have, they didn't have a draft issue in the last game, as we have a little bit of a first blood action.
Bramble's already activating on top of Boxy. He's going to die. First blood for no one. That is the last person that you want to give first blood to. The mid matchup versus the Void Spirit.
It's absolutely a good start for them. I mean, I will say, is it a good PL game in theory? Yes, but Liquid will always play fast. They do have options. Like PL, obviously, he needs a lot of time to get online. You know, it's not like he's just going to, you know, get to 30 minutes and then you auto-win. Obviously not. So if you're behind, Liquid can build items. They have other stuff to deal with you. Like, Mars isn't great, but if he's ahead and he just gets to hunt you down and hold his arena, so like to lock you in place, you're still in trouble.
And the facet that he took, the Lancelot, is that the standard right now?
Yeah, it's absolutely standard. Okay. It's like really strong right now, especially, you know, with the new axe that people are going to go. As Boxy just pops the Firefly with a blood grenade.
And Nisha does win the right-click battle for the bounty rune.
What a great fight.
Burning down to Boxy. This will be really embarrassing for Ducalis to die to a bot again.
Boxy.
He's going to be close to the tier 1 tower. Does Boxy commit? He does do a lot of damage, but will end up not getting the kill here.
Well, it is still a lot of pressure, so Ducalis is going to have to walk his way back to base. Well, Liquid did get to offset the first blood a little bit with more bounty runes in their hands.
So how does this matchup go, the Puck versus Void Spirit?
I mean, this is Void Spirit favored, but with no one having the first blood, should be able to maybe get close to a 50-50, maybe even win it. It is a skilled matchup, but Void Spirit is supposed to win.
Well, Satanic, after that last game, definitely looking to have a better performance for him. I feel like, I mean, I would say terribly. It's not really here that you see feed early on anyway, generally, but...
You don't. No, like last game, you can maybe chalk it up a little bit to the draft, but it was mainly gameplay to me.
Boxy making his way over. Has the Firefly, focusing on Ducalis for now. Satanic with a Spirit Lance enough to force Boxy back for the time being. So how does this, how does the PL laning stage go these days?
It's fine. It's nothing like crazy or super strong. It also relies a lot on like your support. And I mean, he has Veno 5 against Bat, which is generally seen as like a little bit of a counter to the Bat. So Satanic should be fine. There's not going to be any shenanigans like what we saw last game, because that was an absolute nightmare.
And of course, Saberlight, as the panel talked about, playing Mars. Haven't gotten to see this hero in a hot minute as well. Definitely one of his better heroes, I would say.
I mean, the hero's like still very good. You do need a... It's one of, I wouldn't say you need a specialist, but if you're very good on the hero, it makes a huge difference compared to just being good. And I would say it's a pretty good Mars game. TA just wants people to be locked down. You have a lot of heroes that will help you out when you do jump in, as in like Warlock loves being with Mars.
Well, interesting place to have a wave connect. Satanic will still be getting a lot of last hits, though.
Yeah, both of the offeners just fully free farming in this lane. Early on, at least, I don't expect too much to happen here. There's going to be some back and forth, but maybe when you get like some higher levels in the Sphere or in the Firefly, Liquid can look to do something. But I'm absolutely looking for PVISION to just have a normal game. Like, we know how good these guys are and how they can perform. In the last game, they just didn't get to show any of it.
Boxy still trying to be an annoying pest. We'll have to back away with the low HP. Nisha, 11-2 right now. No one, 13-4. Relatively even in this mid lane. And for Mickey, playing the TA as the carry. How's the matchup for him this game? You talked about PL being good against the TA matchup.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just like, TA generally doesn't like long, dragged-out fights, right? Which is exactly what PL plays for, like, once the mid-game hits. But Mickey's lane should be absolutely free, as he gets Caster Curse.
Pops a refraction. Trying to run away as the Shadow Realm is going to find him.
Block grenade.
Not quite enough to get the kill, so you were correct in the end. Shadow Word applied. Is Boxy and Saberlight trying to focus on something else here. Boxy ticking pretty low, but Ducalis and company not wanting to pursue. As eventually Boxy does deny himself to the neutrals.
So he'll come back later. Ducalis gets to kill a courier. Mickey a lot of pressure again, but he is healed up. I mean, to be fair, any carry laning with Warlock, you're supposed to be fine. He can either push the lane for you with Fatal Bonds and then he goes to pull, or he just heals you up. So overall, I expect Mickey to have free farm. And he should be fine. Kind of same with DM. I think PVISION are slightly supposed to lose this lane.
And your thoughts on the Abaddon as a position 3?
They talked about it on the panel. It's a very good Abaddon game. You're good against the Bat, of course. You can like kind of combo break the lasso, right? You're also good against Warlock. As he's got a lot of pressure.
Flame break applied. He's going to burn to a crisp here, although Saberlight can't find the distance.
It's good pressure, but not quite enough, as Boxy wants to pull some more creeps. I mean, at least for now, Satanic is getting away with quite a lot, right, in this early game. 21-7 on the CS.
Yeah. Pretty close for Mickey as well, though, so ends up being a wash in terms of the 1-to-1 matchup. There's no one. Will be the one with the curveball this time.
Well, we'll certainly keep our eyes on Satanic's net worth.
I don't even remember what the other facet is for Puck. It's Waning Rift related, right?
No, Jostling Rift or something. It's where your Waning Rift either pushes or pulls people in.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That was the only one taken for a very long time. Illusory Orb onto Nisha.
Got the stick.
Has the wand, though. In terms of the XP, I mean, if no one can hit level 6 beforehand, this coil could be the death of Nisha.
I mean, they do also have like good combos for later, right? You don't just have the coil, you also have the Terrorize to back it up later. Very nice combo. Can always force them to break the coil, of course. So 6-minute rune, both of them should be getting level 6 by then.
And no one hits 6 now. He uses the coil, immediately broken by Nisha. Illusory Orb is there, not enough for the kill though. Resonant Pulse to make sure that last auto attack isn't going to do much. Supports come a little bit late, but no one take heavy damage from the tower. Has to pop the Fairy Fire to survive. And this means the cores are going to be alone in lane for the most part.
Well, it is good pressure at least. It does force Nisha back to base. It also means he will have to TP out. So if PVISION want to look for a move in the sidelines later, most likely Nisha's TP will be on cooldown. Well, they've got a lot of stacks, but Mr. Ducalis did already scout them out.
Gets flame broken, but Nisha with a double Astral just to find the connection. So Ducalis will drop. As DM still left alone in this bot lane, but as an Abaddon, generally will be safe. Not close to level 6 at the moment. Bramble.
It's good pressure, but that's about all it should be. I mean, it is, like, Warlock is very good at securing the lane, but he's also not good at... His weakness is, you know, he doesn't pressure a guy being alone.
Yeah. No, Gale actually does hit.
Clips Boxy.
Boxy getting pretty low. Rebuke's going to help his cause. Satanic slowed, but gets the last right click needed onto Boxy.
I thought Saberlight would maybe try for the deny there, but Satanic get to squeeze in the last hit there. 9 classes over here too. They want to go for the Wisdom Shrine. And they brought backup. So nice move from PVISION. And that's where small things like this stack up. They got both the Wisdom Shrines. Like in the mid lane, you force Nisha back to base. He has to TP to mid. Now he has no scroll for this. Double Wisdom Shrine.
We'll see if PVISION can take advantage of this.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I think Cinder and I typically talk about this, or he does ad nauseum.
Which one?
That thought. Nisha. He's going to get coiled. He's
dead.
He's just dead. He's going to pop the Resonant Pulse, though. Gets the 8th Remnant on top, 9 class.
He ain't dead.
He ain't dead. As we knew immediately.
You just have to fake hype it up a bit. Boxy.
True. Boxy onto the tier 1. Could be denied. Is by Nisha. Nicely done. Will Astral away as well. So PVISION not getting exactly what they wanted.
Well, they're still stealing a lot of the creeps here, so this does hurt. I like how they're moving their heroes. Like, just simply abusing the fact, like, why are you picking your heroes? You pick Abba into Warlock, you're good in the lane, you can't be left alone. This frees up 9 class to go over here and take over the triangle. Super nice.
Do you think the Wisdom Shrine is too strong?
Like, in terms of what it does, like the implications of the next minutes?
Yeah, like if you get both, right, like we just saw, is that too much of an advantage currently? Are you fine with it?
Maybe it's a little too much, but you have to work hard for it. Like, it comes from good sequence of plays. I feel like it's fine.
I do too. Somebody else would disagree with you.
I see.
He's not here to
His
defend
name
himself,
we shall not mention.
No, absolutely not. He should not be named.
No, I kind of like the Wisdom Shrines. I think we've gone through like a lot of iterations of like XP this, XP that, or like picking up a Wisdom Rune. I think the Shrine and like you having to channel it in a way, like being there, I'm a fan of it. So let's see about Liquid. Because the strength with a top net worth TA at this point is that it's very easy to leave this hero alone too. You've got the Refraction, you have a lot of traps to play around. Which Mr. Insania, of course, he can read the book, but he won't quite be level 6 yet. Because with the first Golem, I think they would like to go to the PL lane, drop the Golem on his head, maybe get a kill, or at least open up the tower. Whereas PVISION, every moment that goes by where they just get to farm on No One and Satanic, they're absolutely happy.
Yep, Insania could, I assume, use his book.
But
it's
level
6
not enough, like I said like 10 seconds ago.
I assume he could use the book. I really just don't listen to you at all. It's crazy.
What do you listen to? Like, there's nothing else to listen to.
There's voices in my
That's good. Well, we got the Chipper Vest on DM. Saberlight in trouble.
Yeah, Orb hits. He's slowed to a crawl now.
Might want to look
As the
for
arena will use it, but the Doppelganger inside. Saberlight is donezo.
Just
Only
go
question
play.
is who gets it. It will be Satanic. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Absolutely not. Just overall, very nice play. No one also the whole time did hold the coil all the way. Still has it.
And Nisha, it's a race for the Arcane, and he will be victorious in his endeavors. Going for the Aghanim Scepter first item.
Yeah, they need it. Like, you need multiple layers of silence to get into these heroes. Can also be annoying for the PL, at least a little bit. But Nisha might have to pay a little more respect on the 12-minute rune, because now there is the combo of the coil into the Terrorize to snap it.
And what's the build-up for PL these days?
Well, so I've seen 3 different builds. I have seen either Aghanim's Rush, I've seen the one that he's going for, which is the Diffusal, and Nightfall yesterday also did Manta, Diffusal, and then Aghanim's.
Okay.
So it seems like no one really knows yet, but if you want to play aggressive, you want to play fast, of course you go to Diffusal first. As we've got the community ancient farming going on.
Yep, Saberlight going to be the biggest recipient of the gold here. He's going for the Yule's build.
I mean, it is an anti-puck build to go for the Yules first, because you can always, right, you just throw him up in the air, you get to spear him straight out of it. There's no counterplay.
Who's the one that pioneered this? Was it Saberlight?
No, I think that's Amar.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, he's like, Amar has very interesting itemizations, but nearly always they're like very good and very like special, very unique for the situation.
I thought you were going to say yourself for a second there.
No.
You had a smug look on your face.
I did?
Yeah.
Just listen to me. You don't need to look at me.
It's hard to listen and not look.
Okay.
The voice that sultry. Mickey has the Dragon Lance, is going for Mjolnir.
You have to. Like, that's at least one of the things. When you don't have the heroes to counter, you need to make up for it in items.
Yeah, it's got to be Mjolnir or Radiance, and you're not going to get Radiance on TA.
You surely are not.
9 class, applying some pressure to Nisha. Will provide some space for no one to get that Invis rune as the first lasso of the game into a chaotic offering. 9 class, they really wanted killed. They'll get him.
They did. I mean, it is the golem, so they're going to try to push this mid tier 1, but if you're PVISION, you're honestly pretty happy with this because, you know, they used their first lasso and the first golem of the game, and PL is kind of untouched from it. I mean, if you lose your mid tier 1, of course, that is going to be horrible for them.
Yeah, Satanic will be inhibiting the golem. That's going to be a lot of gold if they're able to get it, but that is a tanky boy.
Yeah. Well, golem's going to be fine. Like this move from Satanic, you need to keep your mid tier 1 alive. Doesn't matter what role you are, keep this one alive. It will pay off for you big time later. You need to keep the map intact for yourself.
9 class will be inside the arena. Gets a nice terrorize though. And Saberlight would just have to run away. Satanic not able to close the gap.
And I guess he did force the TP here on no one. Didn't quite get the spear off before the terrorize. Don't think he would have killed him anyway. As Boxy definitely just trying to skip into his Blink Dagger as fast as possible. I believe Boxy is the only player that abuses Tranquil Boots this much, and he has done this for years. He's the only one that keeps locking it, and now when you have it and he farms stacks, he keeps pulling them in and out. Oh, no one.
Yep, good body blocks. We'll use the coil immediately. Snapped as Satanic does close the gap this time. Immediate TP,
Bramble.
but the Bramble to cancel. 9 class there just in time. No one gets the bounty for the kill. Satanic will be the Manta like we talked about as the second item. You talked about Ags, so he's not actually looking for Ags after that. Or at least not immediately after.
I mean, so I will say that
Be the brooch, looks like.
this hero has still not been like fully figured out. I don't know if he knows something else that other people don't. But the main reason why I've seen this hero like resurge, I mean, obviously because it's a good PL game, but people have been very hyped about the Aghanims. It's another double Wisdom Shrine. Like minute 7 and 14 now. Mid lane.
Thania looks to be dead, silenced up. As Boxy actually finds a connection onto the Venomancer. Nisha cleans up 9 class, so it's a support for support right now. Ducalis in a lot of trouble.
Mickey is here.
Has the backup in form of DM. So they tick out Boxy. Mickey will just have to abandon completely.
New shield.
And Nisha doesn't really have any mana to work with, very little at least. Has the haste rune though.
And to 21, so he'll be fine, but PVISION, they only lose their Dark Willow. Get a 2-for-1 trade. Sure, you do only kill 2 supports, but again, you fend off this mid-tier 1 defense. Yeah, they're struggling. Like, just this double Wisdom steal. Maybe he was right. Cinnamon.
No. Him. He who should not be named, huh?
Yeah.
The crazy thing is the net worth is just dead even. If anything, it's in favor of Liquid slightly. So they're doing a really good job of keeping this game in the gold department. This is where I wish like the XP showed right underneath the gold.
Yeah. I mean,
these early games.
PVISION are definitely ahead. Like you also,
no doubt.
You have like a Veno 5, you farm quite a lot on this hero, especially when it comes to neutrals. Boxy even, you have to be careful in this matchup. Like, of course, now he's got backup, but if you run into a PL who's got some illusions up and you get diff food, you can just die from full to 0.
Nisha, 700 away from Ags, and the question is no one going to itemize against it?
He might.
Right, what would you like to see? Oh, it will be an early BK, super early.
To be fair, it does kind of make sense, because let's hold that for now. Saberlight taking a lot of damage.
Yep, will pop his ult. Chaotic Offering right on top, but Saberlight dies inside of it. As Satanic, he's getting pretty low. As Boxy gets the oh, he doesn't use it on the right target. That is truly unfortunate. 3 dead for Liquid, as PVISION They force out the lasso. I believe that was on an illusion,
Yeah.
I want to say.
It's not a
hard.
good matchup.
It's really hard to
You don't know the real
distinguish.
one. No, PVISION this time around, they're ready. Like, they're bringing numbers. You know, like, they came into this game knowing, okay, when Liquid comes to these things, like, we're going there.
And we can see the replay here. Saberlight pretty much dead right off the bat. Does get his ult off, but...
Like, you're just missing numbers. Like, the Golem with the Fatal alone puts Satanic like 30% HP, but, you know, PVISION, they bring everyone. Whereas Liquid, you're missing 2 core heroes.
I mean, even with that lasso, I don't think it really changes much.
Yeah.
Satanic likely still lives.
Well, PVISION are very happy with what's going on, because, yeah, in the meantime, you have, you know, DM, who's just fully chilling. Queuing up his little Radiance, and we'll have it pretty shortly.
As an offlaner, that's really good timing.
Yeah. No, he'll be quite happy with that. We'll see later if he wants to go for, like, some team items overall, you know, to help his team out. Because when you play with a PL, a lot of the time having a pipe is, like, really crucial. Because his biggest counter is, like, AoE damage, which generally it's magical. But maybe they feel like they can just get through that without the pipe.
The crazy thing is, he's bottom net worth of the cores.
I mean, everyone is farming a lot. Like, all this, like, TA has, like, 10 CS a minute. So, not too surprised.
Nisha with the shield rune. Wants to get aggressive. 9 class somehow maneuvers himself right past everybody.
It's blocking
some
the
sentries
Ancients.
down in the meantime.
I mean, I will say, of course, Liquid they're in it. They have a lot of spells to use still. You can buy all the items. Gameplay will always triumph over draft as
this is a big kill for Boxy and company. They needed something like this.
That was a huge blink reveal. That Boxy coming in clutch, as he tends to do, because for 18 minutes already, like, PVISION have been able to hold on to their entire map.
Nisha still with that shield rune. Not somebody they want to really mess with at the moment. Tier 1 tower looks to be sacked in favor of Liquid. Saberlight does have the Yules, of course. We've seen it. BKB looks to be next on the list.
I mean, to be fair, they will struggle to kill heroes through BKB. He also has the Poor Man's Shield, which means just going to tank through the PL pretty nicely as well. First Roche. Yeah, I'm thinking about the first Roche of the game. You have 1 more minute where it would be nighttime. I don't know if Liquid want to, like, force it. I think it's annoying, especially against a post-5 Veno when the enemy Tier 1 safe lane tower is alive.
They do have a really good Roche fighting team from the Liquid side.
Yeah.
And obviously they know when it's going to spawn.
Yeah, but I think
not that it matters now.
It will probably be a daytime Roche, at least for now. I mean, PVISION, they want to defend this tower one more time. JK, they want to fight rather in the jungle.
Lol.
I mean, to be fair, like, after you take the Tier 1, you want to progress more and take over the jungle. So it's either this or the Tormentor smoke.
Oh, boy. Immediately silenced is the puck. Do they have the burst damage? Carving right on top. The Terrorize is doing quite a bit. The Fate Shift is keeping no one alive. Gets the illusion off as well, but there's the lasso from Boxy to finish the job. But it's a trade of the other mid laner in Nisha. Takes so long just to get that little extra damage needed to kill off the puck. So mid laner for mid laner.
That was a very snappy jump. I think they only had, like, a brief second vision on no one there from the creep wave. Jump immediately. But like you said, it is a 1-for-1 trade after all. I mean, no one will not be dying this easily for much longer, as his BKB is coming out very soon. And I like this early gem a lot from Ducalis. Like, when you play against TA, it is so annoying. Those traps show you so much on the entire map, and not just that, just overall taking out the wards, taking out the vision. We see big boy Roche.
Very important.
He is moving houses. A free shard for 9 class, so more brambles. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's a very good shard.
Yeah.
Not sure I put that on my tier list, but it's very good. Yeah.
It's good. It's like middle of the pack.
I'd say Nisha's that's in the top 10 ags. Void Spirit.
Probably.
You don't seem too
I mean, it's very good. It's just it's good.
Okay.
I wouldn't put it in, like, my top 5. Top 10, I don't know. Top 20 maybe.
Top 80.
9 class, having a very good game. Also with the Yules, of course, you have more setup for everyone. And Liquid still have no counterplay to the coil break. As 9 class is around the area. Does catch. Uh-oh, that's a big catch onto Mickey.
Oh, and they actually dispel
He's
the
got a blink
shield
though.
room, but has the blink. into a Bramble, thanks to the Curse Crown Shard. Satanic won't go any further. Yeah, it does feel like this this Roche fight is coming soon.
It is, but I don't see Liquid like forcing it. It doesn't really make sense because PVISION, they have really good heroes when it comes to scouting. You can send Mantas, you have Venom Ward, you've got the Orb. BKB now completed, on to no one. Very likely we'll just see both teams play the map until they find an opening for a smoke. I mean, Satanic is getting closer to the Broach. He's gonna deal a lot of damage.
And finally, it is time for PVISION to get the Tier 1 mid. And PL has always been one of those heroes. It feels like 3 items, and then it's like, okay, well, he's a big problem now.
It's like usually farming item, then like little bit survivability item, more map with the Manta, and then your 3rd, 4th item is when you really get going. I will say I like what Boxy is doing. I don't know if this is like a choice from him or Liquid as a whole, but they're giving him a lot of priority when it comes to farm on the bat. Like the Firefly with the Stoked Facet and him getting a BKB in this game, he can be quite a difference maker. Like Blink, Lasso, we've seen it through history of Dota. It can do so much.
Yet 9 class is still more farmed. That's the
true.
4. He's doing quite a nice job.
He's just having a super good game. Queuing up a Glimmer for himself for now. Both of the supports are.
You can see the Shard for Mickey. So traps will silence.
BKB is up on Saberlight. I mean, both teams very content, at least for now, to just continue to farm it up. Did give the gem to no one, which means he's going to continue to just clear through the entire map when it comes to traps and wards.
Did Ducala say it'll be 3-2 after game 1 or 2?
I think it's when they were down 2-0.
Oh, okay.
So
that's confidence.
Like in game 3 or something. Yeah, well, that
that's
didn't really work out, huh?
No, it's just, I keep thinking about it. I love these storylines. Sometimes these players don't show any emotion. And
to be fair, if a guy is down 0-2 and he makes that comment, you would praise him if he then goes on to win 3-2, but now you're praising him when he also gets stomped.
No, because he's putting himself out there. I like that.
Sure.
As 9 class.
He's putting himself out there.
He is. Flame break upon him. Attempted TP.
He's
is
fine.
he going to burn?
No
He's
Firefly.
Good. No one. The coil misses, so Insania won't be the free kill that he was looking for. Now has to wait that cooldown off. It does feel like one of these games where PVISION, I mean, it's really 2 of their cores are just super happy to just continue to farm, which is the Abaddon and the PL. I mean, typically Abaddon would want to get a little bit more aggressive at a little earlier stage, but this is an offlaner that gets the Radiance.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually not that important. Maybe as weird as it sounds, like for this team, if he can be in the front to like give vision and like then help the map a bit with your Radiance Manta, all he has to do is like get off a good shield and like be a frontliner. He does one of the 2, he's happy. I think Liquid, they did now complete 2 of their BKBs. And I'll say it again, I like that they gave this much space to Boxy and that he's been taking it in this game. Roche will move to the top side soon. Let's see if Liquid are waiting for this. Maybe they want to strike on this mid wave too. Both teams scanning on top of each other, which means PVISION will hit theirs.
They seem to know. Counter smoke. Boxy looking for the opening. No one's going to pop it. There's the lasso. The Bramble try to slow them down. That's a lot of damage on the puck. That is a dead no one. Try to turn this around onto Mickey. The refraction charge still there. Finally gets dissipated thanks to the right clicks. But Mickey, super low, dies as well. Satanic stuck in this little corner. He's going to drop. The buyback comes out from no one. Coil expended. Looks like it'll be used. Take out the Bat Rider. And no one wants to finish the job onto Saberlight as well. Gets rebuked. As DM with the shield. This will be a pretty long chase.
No TP for 20. Can he juke him?
Orb on the wrong side. Saberlight goes the correct direction. And I doubt they're going to check in this area as we wait for that TP.
He'll be fine.
So 3 for 2 with the buyback coming out from no one.
It is costly. You want to be careful. Just goes to show you, if they do find the right jump, they will burst anyone out of the map. Saberlight.
Oh, okay.
Kill the courier.
Yeah,
it belongs to the Ducalis.
Very good. Tip, wall TPing.
We're good. We're holding that for the end of the game.
Okay.
Let's see. PVISION should know about this high ground ward, right? The one that Liquid got to place during the smoke, which got them this crazy jump onto no one. But we can still see Satanic. He can die into this AoE damage, but PVISION, if they use a lot, they can fight back even with the others. Another courier going down.
And Nisha's brambled. Huh.
Illusion rune dodge. And another thing that matters, they gave up their gem. It's really crucial when you play against TA, especially at this stage, when TA has the shard, that you have it to clear it out. Like in the next fights, the traps could really come in huge. Looks like Liquid. They want to make his BKB before they go for their next move. And likewise for PVISION, they're closing in on a heart for Satanic. It's going to be about the biggest spike that he gets on the PL for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah, PL Heart, something to fear, no doubt.
It is.
Major stat item, has the damage and survivability with the Manta, Diffusal, and Brooch. I know a lot of people not too happy to see this hero back. It's been a while, though.
It's been a long time.
Fair.
Like, come on.
Every hero needs their time to shine.
Yeah.
Of course, other than Terrorblade, who needs all the time, apparently. Never going to be bad enough to be not picked.
Well, or Monkey King. I think there's a lot of heroes we've had in the meta for a long time.
Monkey King's cool, though.
I agree. He can stay.
Yeah. I mean, both can be played as core support. It's just Terrorblade support. Okay, to be fair. If it's 9 class playing, I give him a pass because it's hilarious.
It can barely be played as support. You need to be quite good to have like a really cool strat.
Yeah.
Saberlight. Doing some walking.
All right. And going for the Wisdom Shrine, but Satanic makes it there in time. No, actually, Saberlight gets it. Pops the BKB, the Nightfall successful. Nicely done.
Well, it's also good for Liquid if they can get themselves some gauntlets. You know, some more AoE damage. At least Mr. Saberlight, he does have one. I mean, let's see. I thought like Roche could have been on the menu like, you know, like 5, 6, 7 minutes ago. This first one still hasn't died in this game.
Yeah.
DM walking off some pressure.
Man, they have a lot of dispels on the PVISION side for this silence. Yeah, you're right. Typically, the Roche would have been attempted quite a while ago. It's almost 30 minutes in the game now.
Yeah, but both teams know that, I mean, if they just walk in, it just makes it quite easy for the other team. Like Liquid, if they do want to go for Roche, you need to either fully secure the area first or get a kill on PVISION. They're looking for a smoke of their own currently. They've got a lot of Gale Guards on their own heroes, actually on 4 of them, just to make sure, you know, you've got the survivability.
DM leading the way for PVISION. Boxy's going to pop the smoke, immediately blinks. Good reaction there. That will lead Mickey to exit the premises as well. All right, well, it's going to be PVISION the first to attempt Roche. And it looks like it'll be successful. Liquid on the other side of the map.
They did scan now. It's already 30.
It's too late.
They're too late. You have no more contest.
They're going to mass TP, so it looks like they still want to fight. Let's see if they change their mind once this Aegis goes down. Satanic gets it.
Uh-oh. I do think this is not good news.
Oh, Insania spotted. Saberlight wants to try to save it. Misses the spear, though. Root connects onto the Warlock. Insania, are you going to use your ult? No, they don't want to fight here. If that's all they lose, not a big deal. I mean, I think the bigger deal is just mass TPing and then you lose some efficiency on farm.
No, mass TPing and giving up the Aegis, like, sure, giving up Aegis is one thing, but you are going to lose a bit of your side lane control now because you TP'd everyone over. Apart from Boxy, I guess. Yeah, we're definitely way behind the average time, but PVISION did get to run over, take over the entire area, and claim themselves the Aegis. I mean, at this point with the heart, they already kind of have trouble killing Satanic the once, and now he's got an Aegis. This is not good news for them. Whereas if you're a PVISION fan, you're very happy with what's currently going on this map.
Yeah, much more competitive game 2, which we were expecting.
Yeah.
Game 1, kind of an anomaly in the grand scheme of things.
I mean, that was a huge off game. You don't see that nearly ever from a team like PVISION.
I think Ducalis just needed a little snack in between games. Back on track. Boxy, BKB. 9 class. They have the vision.
DM is coming.
Lasso, DM. Robotic shield to try to help him out. Looks like it'll be enough. The Terrorize to cancel the TP, so now it's Boxy that's going to get punished. And the tip comes out from 9 class. As Nisha finds himself a Ducala snack.
Still has Gale Guard and Stick.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
He's quite tanky. Nisha Manta. Coil expended from no one. She's going to try to snap it, but he is so slow. It's like they're going to try to focus maybe Saberlight instead, as the TP should be fine. Saberlight will have to use the BKB with the spear, the Nightfall. Good to go. Satanic finally makes his way over with that Aegis. 3 minutes on the clock. We'll be going Scotty next.
Well, currently this is Liquid's best answer when something happens. You have to BKB TP out.
Yeah, now you won't have a BKB to defend here, so tier 2 should be a freebie. And I would assume they just at least poke the high ground, although they don't really have any other members with them.
And to be fair, I think you can, because you know they're down bottom. Let's see what they want to do, or if they just take it over. But yeah, like, you could bring over DM, just throw a little Curse of Avernus over. Nice try from Boxy,
yeah,
but
good attempt.
He's
Takes
got
a lot of
Scepter.
damage.
You should force Liquid into an answer here for sure. Just put down the Plague Wards, you've got the Curse for more attack speed on everyone. That's the Glyph forced. You have Next Wave and Heart of Tarask. It's no way they're going to stop. So Liquid, they're going to have to be talking about how they deal with this one.
Yeah, Fatal Bond applies again. Insania able to get the distance out. Spear onto the Abaddon. Could be a hard target to go on. So Yule's applied to Saberlight. He's going to have to use his ult. Big rebuke onto 2 heroes. He's completely out of mana, though. You can see how much damage he is mitigating. There's the Terrorize to separate the rest of Liquid from the Mars. Saberlight dead. Lasso onto the Abaddon is a huge hit from Mickey. Deletes DM off the face of the map. So 1 for 1, Satanic again. Still has the Aegis. Has Heart to regen.
Oh, he missed
no one in the tree line.
He's got BKB.
Oh, he gets flame broken. He's dead. Okay, so defense successful from Lick. I
didn't realize.
I have no clue. It must have been part of the exchange with Mickey one-shotting the Mars.
I guess.
I think he was in the area
or did
there.
Mickey kill his teammate?
Oh, that's right. Well, maybe after the game.
Well, let's see. I mean, if PVISION's still in a great spot, but giving up some, I would say, crucial things, like Saberlight finding like the overall initiation, then the lasso back onto DM. I don't know if he needs to be in that type of position, because I think Satanic, he's kind of untouchable. That's what PVISION should be playing around. So Liquid did get to punch back in that fight. Very crucially so. If Liquid lose one fight like decisively, the game is going to be in a very, very rough spot.
Yeah. Well, we end up taking quite a bit of time off of this Aegis now, as the Scotty is officially finished for Satanic.
I wouldn't mind a basher on someone from PVISION later.
Don't have the vision yet. Saberlight with the Mars Arena, but doesn't get the spear in time. Satanic gets away. Actually faking out the illusion. Will turn his tide onto Mickey instead. Refraction popped. DM coming in to help assist as the Terrorize is being faked out. The lasso right now onto the Venomancer. Satanic is super healthy. Still has the Aegis. He's going to apply some pressure to the Mars right now. In fact, Insania spotted on the back line. Satanic going to focus on him for the time being, but the Chaotic Offering comes off.
Aegis in
Insania
5.
able to actually get out just fine.
Aegis in 2.
Yeah, Aegis. This is actually really precarious timing. Rebuke misses. Satanic regenning a decent amount as a result. Now we'll back away. Lost 3 members on the PVISION side, and Liquid, I mean, even Insania lives through that. They ping out Satanic. He gets to the high ground along with no one.
They're chasing.
Violence to come. There's the coil. Had it the whole time. Aether Remnant connects onto Satanic. Super tanky right now.
They're on top of him.
Boxy and company surround tactics. They get the spear on the tree. And Satanic, one more doppelganger for the road. Attempts to get out.
He's gone.
Not going to happen. Mickey deletes him. 4 dead for PVISION. And Liquid somehow win this fight easily.
They really nicely, first of all, played around this Aegis. And secondary, PVISION, they did not stay together in the fight. They got incredibly separated. So yeah. Liquid, they just get to kind of like kite together, help each other out, pull each other backwards with the lasso, everything. Solar Crest, no one.
Definitely felt a bit discombobulated as Boxy ensures the shrine for himself so no one can't steal it. And Mickey, he's going to poke at the high ground, no doubt. 40 seconds without the PL. 9 class Terrorize just to delay. Siege units are still up.
Oh, that's 25 timing. On to Mickey's TA. More refraction charges.
And no one cleans up the creep wave, so see how long they can stick around. Probably can get the tower, but not much else until the next wave comes in. It's gonna buy a lot of time for Satanic to get back in this game. 10 seconds away, and with that, Liquid back away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Liquid have very good control of this game now. 13k lead. The gem is still on their hands, which used to belong to PVISION.
Dire's bottom tower.
What's Satanic have next? Shard into Disperser.
Yeah, I mean, his damage output is not the highest. I mean, it feels okay on the PL.
Yeah, I've not been blown away.
No, not really. I mean, generally, Skadi plus Hard is not like the best item combo because they're both just about tankiness.
I mean, how good is Ags?
It is very good. So I'm a little surprised to, like, that he doesn't have it at all, not even his quick buy. Because at this point, sure, you've got the hero matchup, but if you're behind in the game and you're not buying, you know, the perfect stuff you need to buy, it will definitely set you back. Because Liquid, their team fighting is still very strong, and like even like the +4 Bad Rider, Boxy is closing in on a Shivas. Like it's honestly not that far away. Well, Liquid know exactly when this Roche will be up, which means PVISION will just have to try and stay around.
The Pyrrhic Cloak, when you activate it on somebody, the effect is on the enemy, as in the visual effects,
Yeah,
right? The
like,
purple thing?
Like you'll see it.
So it doesn't like give away Satanic's position as the real PL or anything like that, right?
It does not give it away. It's just like we can see it as spectators very easily what it's on and where it's going. And Cena got himself his own refresher, which does matter. He's also got the higher AoE on his spells, which is very nice. As did 9 class.
Yeah, that's a really good neutral. Now BKB for Nisha.
Well, they know that Roche is up. They've got full control with
another shield room?
Yep.
Gotten so many this game.
I mean, they have a lot of mid control. I'm not sure if PVISION are giving it up so easily or what the deal is.
Yeah, 9 class going to get initiated on. Nice silence onto the Mars, though. But he still has the arena at his disposal. 9 class deleted. They get the lasso. They get the kill onto no one as well. And just like that, this fight is basically over for PVISION. They get Satanic, gets the Doppelganger off, but they just need a little bit of extra damage, and they get it. So again, 3 dead for PVISION. They are falling apart. DM.
He's just going to burn
finally
out.
Activates, but it's just a matter of time. Gets off the blink, though, as Nisha. He's looking for Ducalis. He wants to get revenge for being called a bot. But we'll think better of it.
He'll leave him for later.
Still backdoor protected, though. So the Abaddon did end up TPing back successfully. Now the question is, how much can Liquid get out of this? 2 buybacks available for PVISION. Not going to need it from the Dark Will. He's up in 10 seconds, but Satanic will... I mean, you're going to probably have to use it on this second barracks.
At a big cost. It looks like Liquid might even want to be looking to vibe check them. Liquid. Let's see what they're going to do here.
Yeah, still a tier 2 top as Boxy trying to put this shenanigans to an end for DM.
I mean, they know he doesn't have a TP, so let's see if they can just... Uh-oh, they're
they
coming for a buyback.
Yeah, and the TA is all alone right now, getting surrounded by Satanic and company. Gets to the low ground, attempting the TP, attempting the Nightfall. Is it going to be successful? No! He dies outside of the base from PVISION. They actually bait it perfectly. And now PVISION trying to take advantage of that small misstep from Liquid.
Well, that was even a big misstep. Nice play from PVISION there. You know, you kind of go for the, the tactics, take their attention away. In the meantime, you go for the buyback terrorize combo play, and this is going to give them Roche. So sure, you have to buyback your PL, but he should be getting an Aegis on his hands.
Yeah, that's big.
I mean, Liquid there, it looks like they're toying with the idea of potentially contesting this for, I guess it is 4v4, unless DM does go for the buyback.
Well, and PVISION doesn't know that TA does not have buyback.
Yeah.
So you always have to be a bit careful. Satanic, I mean, I do think this is worth it for PVISION to try because The buyback did come out from Satanic, so the Aegis super necessary now for him. As here we go. Mars Arena is placed inside of the pit. Satanic gets rebuked. Insanity with the ult on top of him. 9 class will be the first to fall. Buyback immediately from the Abaddon and 9 class as well. 8th Remnant applied to the Venomancers. Nisha and company trying to finish the job they do. No one pops the BKB. As he, nice cancellation on the TP with the coil in the tree line. Nisha, he still has the BKB and the Astral Step to the low ground.
Not a step.
Another Astral Step. He might be fine.
I mean, he's got a new one. He has Arcane Rune Octarine. He's chilling.
Yeah, still with the Manta, still with the Astral Step. So gets away just fine. Roche at half HP. TA's up in 20 seconds.
This is some high skill stuff. Like, they're just kiting the Satanic PL. He gets Arena.
And Saberlight's going to try for a move here on the Roche pit, I believe, as Boxy going to run right into 9 class. Nisha going to get the Manta style off as Saberlight into the pit. He goes. Roche bounces in everybody's face. Saberlight super low. He does die before the Roche. And Satanic secures the Aegis for himself. A good attempt from Saberlight, but it was not to be this time around.
Oh, Nisha putting on quite a show here on this Void Spirit. Is level 25 now. Gonna have the crit on his step as well. Well, PVISION obviously doing a good job at fighting back here, right? Like holding your base, going for the buyback. No one. Forced to step aside. But this Aegis feels like I worry about it a lot less compared to the last one. I feel like at that point Satanic had way better timings. He didn't really gain much since then. He has a Disperser completed now.
Yep, another Dispel.
Yep.
Yeah, the fact that Insania has a refresher, by the way, just my goodness.
I mean, being a support player for Liquid, if you just join the boys, you're always a part of so many plays and so many kills.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're going to have some gold for yourself. I mean, Boxy still, for me, I think he's been very, very big for Liquid in this game.
Yeah, he's working on refresher halfway there.
It all started with like a very early lasso where they caught no one to kind of break open the game for themselves with the blink reveal. He's got a Shiva halfway to the refresher himself.
Looks like they want to focus on Tormy. Who doesn't have Shard right now that would want it?
Well, it is only the 2 supports.
And Boxy's is not great.
No, he doesn't really care about it. It's definitely better for Mr. Warlock. Get some more imps on the board.
Even that one at this stage of the game.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever. It's fine. Let's see if Boxy goes through with the Boots of Bearing. I do kind of like the idea behind it, which is the fact that all they need to do is kite Satanic and walk away from him. You know, the Skadi slow and all the Abaddon slows that you have in Venomancer. Use your Boots of Bearing, kite back, keep everyone alive. Because at this point, usually PL is supposed to win long fights. I have lost faith that PVISION win long fights just because they're down so much, and I'm not too impressed with the itemization.
Now Nisha runs into no one, able to find the distance though. Ducalis in the tree line is going to be spotted thanks to the Shivas from Boxy. There's the lasso, focusing everything on this Venomancer. He's going to die. Saberlight with the Arena as well. As Nisha, with the Cursed Crown applied right now, as Mickey makes his way inside of the Arena, deleting one. DM already with a borrowed time. Satanic at half HP. He gets speared into a tree. Do they have the damage? Yes, that's life number 1. Aegis consumed. Nisha focusing on the back line. Saberlight trying to focus on Satanic, but this is going to be a really hard kill. He's trying to focus Insania instead. That's the death golem coming out, though. Gets evaporated. Eventually, Nisha does die to no one.
OD staff.
As Mickey, knowing that borrow time is down, DM with one more right click, drops as well, but Mickey just melts to Satanic. That is a double kill. Attempted Nightfall away.
Triple buyback.
Looks like he's fine. Triple buyback from Liquid. If they can just get this kill on Satanic, they probably just win this game now.
I mean, good hold from them, but Liquid, they're just going for the one play. They know DM doesn't have buyback.
Yeah. Down mid they go. Remember, that tier 2 is still up, so this is probably a throne play.
Yeah, this top tier 2 is definitely not dying without him going there. This is risky. This is absolutely ballsy. Ducalis, he does have a buyback himself as well, so the Veno could go for, you know, making a bit of time here. Let's see, Satanic, he has to be careful. One misstep and the game ends.
Yeah, the spam will continue. I mean, even just keeping this wave alive is going to be a bit of a struggle for Liquid potentially. As the Dark Willow now up, so this is a 4v5. PVISION needing to hold here to stay alive. Tier 4 tower taking tons of damage. 2 siege wagons as well. As there's the silence immediately from Nisha with the Astral Step. They get the coil onto several heroes, but the KGBs are activated into a huge terrorize, though, as Satanic trying to find the distance, but he has to back away. He gets a doppelganger off just in time. He's at half HP, will go back to base. Actually resetting thanks to that heart. Damian's Golem alive and well. The Curse Crown will activate, 9 class, nullified, and deleted. No buyback for him, still 30 seconds for the Abaddon as Mickey going for the last tier 4 tower. Satanic just needs to stay alive here. The Aether Remnant applied right now, gets the spear into the Ancient. Do they have the burst damage? Yes! Satanic is dead. GG is called as Liquid, the bots, 2-0.